I want to quickly run through a few screenshots of Movie Maker and also some other video editing programs, just so you can see why it's important that we use 2.6 and also how transferable your skills are going to be to other video editing programs once you've learned Movie Maker. So this is a screenshot from Movie Maker 2.6. You see the media storage area where you add video clips, sound files, and pictures. Here's the preview screen where you can see your movie, and here's the timeline. You can't see it too clearly, but this is the video timeline. This is the audio timeline. So very simple, clear, and easy to use interface. In contrast, this is Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is a Mac-only program. It is absolutely professional level video editing software. This would be used by professionals in TV and the movies. But look how similar the interface is. Here's the preview screen, here's the timeline screen, and here's the media storage area. Even though Final Cut Pro offers you functions that Movie Maker never dreamed of, still you can see that you would have the beginnings of the ability to understand the interface just from your experience with a simple free program like Movie Maker. This is a screenshot of Camtasia Studio. Camtasia Studio is a fairly inexpensive video editing package. It costs in the neighborhood of $150. And as you can see, it's quite similar. It has a media storage area. It has a video and audio timeline and a previews area. It does have features that Windows Movie Maker doesn't offer. Windows Movie Maker is free and included with Windows XP and a free download for Windows 7 and Windows Vista, so that's quite nice. This is a very nice entry-level video editing program. This is Adobe's video editing application. Of course, Adobe applications are all available for the Mac and the PC, so professional video editors do use Adobe for PC video editing. Once again, we have a media storage area, a preview area, and a timeline. Again, you can see this is quite a powerful software, lots of features. It's a much busier screen than Windows Movie Maker, partly because it offers so many more options. Still, I think it's worth noting how similar it is. This is a very interesting application. This is JCut. It's actually a website, jcut.com. I didn't choose to use it for our entry to video editing because it's really quite new, and I have found it to be a little problematic. It doesn't have good help documentation. It's not always quite immediately apparent how to use it. I've a number of times in experimenting with it come up against a wall I couldn't cross in terms of figuring out how to do something. So it doesn't seem to me that it's quite ready for prime time. But keep an eye on it, and you might certainly want to go play with it because it does have some really interesting features, and it has connections to social networking, which is yes and no vis-a-vis privacy, but an interesting feature. Finally, here's Movie Maker Live. So a huge reason we don't want to use Movie Maker Live, of course, is it's not available for Windows XP, and I know a lot of you still have Windows XP, but the crucial deciding factor for me was this timeline. As you can see, it is not as editable as the timelines are on, for example, if I come back to Windows Movie Maker, you can see your timeline is very detailed. You've got the time increments. You can zoom in and out. It's very, very easy to use and very detailed. Whereas on Windows Live, you just have this simple play, stop, go. You don't have that complex editing. On Windows Movie Maker Live, you do have this nice output applet, which allows you to put your movie to DVD, to YouTube very easily. So you might want to look at it if you have Windows Vista or Windows 7, but it isn't the video editor I want to use, again, simply because I want to have Windows Movie Maker, which has this very similar interface to even the highest of high-end video editing programs. So that's why I chose it, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. In fact, I know you will.